Dan and Allison, Tegan, come on up, please. Thank you. One of the great success stories, child life therapists. Made a big difference in their lives. Their son, Evan, is doing great. So I'd like you to just say a few words, if you will. And we're so happy for you.
I just wanted to start and say it's absolutely an honor to be here and to thank you personally for everything you've done for our family and our son. I mean, what you do is ridiculously impactful for everything in his life and in ours. Just to qualify why we stand here, our son is 6 years old. He was born with kidney failure and a malformed urinary tract. And when he was born, they thought he wasn't going to have lungs, and they told us that day that he wouldn't live that night. And after that, they told us on 2 separate meetings, we sat down, and they said, we think that you should put your son in hospice. It's going to be too hard for you. It's going to be too hard for him. It's a hard road, and we wanted to be upfront with you. And we asked them at that time, if we fought for him, would it be worth it? Would he have a quality of life that's worth it? Because in our opinion, life and the memories and family and the experiences that you have is worth fighting for. But we wanted to make sure that we weren't doing it selfishly just to have our child. We wanted to make sure that he had a life. Today, after going through countless surgeries, we lost count halfway through 40. He's had well over 50. He's on a second kidney transplant after the first one failed. He's in kindergarten. He goes to a normal kindergarten school. He wants to live in Beverly Hills and have 55 cars. We have the Chase Child Life Foundation to thank for that, because you can't drive a Power Wheels car in the playroom until you're 3, but you can drive it and have your parent push you at 2 without a battery. So he's been driving cars since he's been 2. That Child Life, the Chase Child Life playroom is what he lives for. Even, we're on the Parent Advisory Council, so even when we go back for meetings there, he talks all day about going to the Chase Child Life playroom. It's everything, you know, it's everything for him, because a child's life, like, their role is to play. Like, that's what they do. And it doesn't matter what they've gone through, they don't know. Like, he doesn't know what a hero he is. He doesn't know that the struggles that he's had are something that people don't ever see in a lifetime. He doesn't get that. He just wants to play. And he has people back here that make it possible for him to have that. Even on our worst days, we have people come in and bring him his childhood. They bring him toys. They give him things to look forward to. They provide respite from an otherwise nightmare, truthfully. I mean, he's lived for 2.5 years within the confines of a hospital, and these people daily check in multiple times a day. What can I do for you? Can I bring you crayons? Can I sit with you? They give him music therapy. They give him play therapy. Before surgeries, they come in with dolls and say, hey, we have this dolly. He has this cut and this cut. Tomorrow you may look like Dolly. This is what happens. They go through everything. He's a child that's given absolutely no control. We pin him down. We do things to him. He screams, no, Mama, please, no. No, Mama. But we give him control through the Child Life. They give his voice value. They make people stop and say, this is a child, and you need to do what he wants to do. His voice has value because of the Child Life people. They give him everything. We've worked, he has post-traumatic stress disorder, as you can imagine from going through repeated surgeries. We work with anesthesia, and this is an adult hospital we work in. We just have a floor of peds, and they make sure that those people stop, and they create a plan. And we've worked over the plan, we've had our bumps, but they create a plan so that he knows and expects everything that's going to happen. They make it so that we can go into an operating room with him, so that we can see him go to sleep. And there's, one of them's back there, his Child Life, Stephanie. She's there at the door when we come out after. Because it's traumatic no matter what. It doesn't matter how many times you put your kid down, it's very traumatic. But she's there to tell us we did good. And he did good, and he's gonna be great. And they give that gift to us. We've had his first birthday in the hospital. His first 4 Halloweens have been in the hospital. We've had Christmas in the hospital, Thanksgiving. They have Easter, but they call it spring something. We've had that. We've had everything. He doesn't miss out on a thing. And as a parent, Like, first birthdays are for the mom. Like, straight up, that's for me. They made that day one of the most beautiful days in my life. These people, I can't tell you what they've done for me. I owe them everything. I'm gonna give him 5 seconds.
Hi, my name's Dan. I'm Evan's father, and it's just amazing what having those child life specialists there means to us. You know, there's things that he goes through that we have no concept of. You know, it's our first experience with it, and they're able to comfort us and help us explain to our kid what is going to happen. You know, and they're able to provide us with the tools, you know, to let them know that things are going to be okay. You know, to really fulfill what we feel like our parental duty is. You know, to make sure things are good, to make sure he knows what's going on, and to give him the tools to process the emotions he's feeling and the pain, and to understand, you know, what's happening, what these different surgeries are, and what it's going to be like afterwards. And these are things that we have no knowledge of. We don't know how to go about explaining it to him, and it just means so much to us. It just means so much to us to have somebody there on our side. They hang out with him. They give us time to go as a couple for a date night while he's in the hospital. And these are times when we've been in the hospital for, you know, 60, 80 days straight. You know, and that's a long time. It's a long time not to have a moment, you know, to kind of decompress, to kind of feel your own feelings without being, you know, on your game all the time, to make sure that his care is going, and that we always got to be advocating for him. And you know, the Chase Foundation has done amazing things that we didn't even know we needed. We wouldn't even know to ask for these things, and this is why they are specialists. And if it weren't for an organization like this providing these kind of services, we would be lost, you know. So we really appreciate all you can do to help, and thank you all for coming. You know, thank you all for being a part of this and making this happen for us. It really means a lot. And this is one of our favorite organizations, and there's quite a few that have helped us, but I'd say none has helped us as much as this. So, thank you.
Dan and Allison, you're an inspiration to all of us. Give your son Evan a big hug for us, and thank you. This is why we're here. Thank you guys so much. And you can look on page 6, and you can see Stephanie, and you can see Evan, and Evan's grown up. You can see him now at the top picture. It's fantastic. So, child life therapist, you do unbelievable.